Hey, JC here. I received an email recently from a mom concerned about her daughter and husband's relationship. Let me read to you what the email says. Let's get a conversation going on the alcoholicsfriend.com website. If you're on YouTube, click on the link in the Show More section. That will take you to the conversation. Here's what she says. My daughter is 17 and finally admits Dad is an alcoholic. She has lots of resentment and anger. I am working on finding her a counselor, but in the meantime, all she and Dad do is argue. Dad says she is being rude and disrespectful. She can be, but she also has a lot inside that she doesn't understand. When she was younger, they had a very close relationship, but now I don't know what is happening. I feel so torn. I hate seeing this happen. They both confide in me, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so here's my response. I've had some experience in this area. I learned early on in alcoholism support group meetings that I don't have any control over people, places, or things. I can't stop people from getting into arguments. Now, I try and let go as best as I can so that I will have more peace and serenity in my life. I can choose the battles that I want to get involved in. Now, being a parent, you know, as I was raising my children, I thought it was very important that my children had respect for their mother. Now, it's interesting because when there's an alcoholic involved, a lot of times the alcoholic's behavior is unacceptable behavior. Now, one of the things that I love is that both the daughter and the father are communicating with you. That says to me that you're probably expressing a very non-judgmental attitude and you're expressing unconditional love in this situation and being a good listener. I think that is so vitally important. But at the same time, if the alcoholic is expressing abusive, unacceptable behavior, then that has to be addressed and needs to be communicated by you, and also the daughter needs to learn how to set boundaries with the alcoholic father if they're being abusive and letting them know that their behavior is unacceptable. I love that you are getting her involved with a counselor. I think that's a great thing. Al-Anon has a program called Alateen. That's a wonderful program to get teenagers involved in. So we have to choose our battles. Now, one of the things that I most definitely know is that there is healing that can come to relationships like this. What is happening right now may seem very uncomfortable and devastating. There's always hope that the alcoholic will get sober and get into a program of recovery and then have a spiritual awakening and begin to see the devastation, the damage that they have done, not only to the relationship with the daughter, but also relationships with other people. And if they get involved in AA, a part of their program will be to make amends, and there can be healing. I most definitely know this to be true through my own experience with my family. So, I hope that helps you out a little bit. You know, being in a situation where alcoholism is present in the family, it's so difficult to find that fine line between detachment and letting go of situations and what our part is in getting involved. As a parent, I think it's important that we don't allow children to disrespect the other parent, that they need to grow up with solid foundations, knowing that what is acceptable and not acceptable in their behavior. And then also on the alcoholic side, they need to understand in the role of a parent what is acceptable and not acceptable behavior when it's expressed toward the child. I always side for the child. We have to protect them against abuse and do whatever it is possible to protect them in this situation. In our community, there are many organizations that help people who are in abusive situations, and you may not even realize that this is an abusive situation. I'm not saying that it is, but it may be. So it might be a good idea to do a little bit more research on what it means to be in an abusive relationship, a verbally abusive relationship, an emotionally abusive relationship. So anyhow, you know what? Keep loving both of them unconditionally. Try to keep a non-judgmental attitude. And when you set boundaries with the alcoholic, make sure that they're not inebriated. Make sure that they've been sober for a while. Sit down with them and set the boundaries in a kind and loving way. We have a section on our website, how to set boundaries, how to detach from an alcoholic. Anyhow, we have a lot of tools on our website that can help you with this situation. So thanks so much for sending in your email, and we're hoping the best for you. Now, make sure that you guys leave your comments in the comments section below this article on the alcoholicsfriend.com website. Again, if you're on YouTube, click on the link in the Show More section. Have a good one.